If you are a young person and you're always feeling tired, something is seriously wrong. About 12 months ago, I went through one of the hardest periods of my life, and it taught me a lot of things about myself. And in this period, I really started slipping, started not being able to sleep, having straight sleepless nights. And then, even when I did have a good sleep, I was just at a low level of energy, tired all day long, and I just couldn't figure it out. But I was trapped in a hamster wheel. I was drinking about 10 coffees a day, doing loads of nicotine pouches. I was taking ADHD medication. I was on social media way too much. My nighttime routine was shocking, and I filled up and tried to mask what was going on in my head with external bad habits. And I was operating at such a low level, man. And I went from being the type of person who's straight out of bed, able to be focused and have energy all day long, train aggressively, diet was going good. I was way better and happier and more focused overall. And I went down to basically zero, where I was dependent on all these things just to make it through the day. I was always tired no matter what I did. What I realized is it was my habits. It was my habits that made me like that. And I'm going to take you through a few things that I did to reverse that, to now where I'm at, where I can wake up early again. I'm getting full night's sleep. I feel rested. I've got more energy all the time, and I can actually create more energy for myself rather than having habits that take away my energy. That's what I'm trying to help you with this. So, first things first, all your prep for your alertness and your rest starts the day before. So, you've got to ask yourself, do you actually deserve the sleep? This is what confused me, where I was feeling like my mind was racing when I was trying to get to sleep. I was thinking about loads of different things. I was up late. I couldn't turn my mind off no matter what time I went to bed, how tired I was. I just couldn't turn my mind off. What I found was, because I was operating at such a low level, I was not getting anything done really, because I was just so unfocused all the way through the day. I realized that I didn't deserve the sleep. I didn't do enough work through the day. I had goals and I wasn't hitting my goals every single day. So I didn't have the energy. I was tired all the time, so I wasn't hitting my goals. So one of the biggest factors, this is nothing to do with your nighttime routine. This is nothing to do with your habits. This is just making sure you're doing enough stuff through the day to deserve the sleep. You will feel more rested if you have hit your goals. So get crystal clear on your goals. You know what you should be doing. And every time you skip those for a day, you're going to be thinking about it on a night. There's going to be something that feels not finished. That's why you don't want to go to bed. That's why your mind is not ready to turn off, because you feel like you haven't done enough. But when you set targets through the day and you achieve it all, you're not thinking about other things, because you've already done what you can through the day. And when you start focusing on being able to deserve the sleep rather than just trying to get to sleep and you've not done your goals, that's going to make a big difference for you. So make sure you deserve the sleep. Now, number two is nighttime habits. So in this time, I was going on social media right before bed. I had bright screens in my eyes. And when your mind's already racing and you're just introducing more things, more ideas into your head, looking at people that you know on social media, watching YouTube videos that don't help you, randomly scrolling on social media short form, you're adding more information into your mind that don't need to be there. You've only got so much mental real estate. And when you keep adding these things in, you're going to be thinking about them. Every time you put something new in your mind, you're thinking about it. So you're adding more things that have no value to you whatsoever, because you're watching education content, or you're just scrolling through content that might be business style or something to do with what you want to progress in, but you're not watching it in an effective manner. You're just watching it for entertainment. You're thinking about all these different things. You're adding things into your mind. You're affecting your mental real estate. So focus on your nighttime habits. Focus on what you're doing. Are you going to bed on time every single day? This is a massive thing. If you're feeling tired all the time, people love to not understand why they feel tired all the time, but then they're not even getting a full 8 hours sleep. Are you even trying to sleep enough? Are you getting to bed early enough to actually give yourself enough time to get a good rest in? Most people are not even sleeping enough. Do not skip the basics. How you can think you're one of these guys who doesn't need sleep is beyond me. It's foolish. But it's about actually prepping for that. So if you know you've got to be up at 6, well, you need to go to bed at 10. Yeah, some people might get 7 hours, whatever, but you need to set a time to actually go to bed. And then you need to change your night around that to suit that time. So if you know you've got to go to bed at 10 and you just end up going straight to bed at 10 and you've got washing up to do and all this other household stuff that's going to be on your mind again because it doesn't feel like you've completed the day, you're not setting up your nighttime properly. If you're on screens late at night, it's not going to be good for your eyes. Just take 20 minutes out and understand your phone is a wild beast. Now, I say wild beast because your phone can be the thing that changes your life if you're using it correctly, i.e. what information you take in or building it to build a business, or it can be massively impactful in destroying your life because you're spending hours on social media, you're looking at what other people are doing, you're not feeling as good about your situation. Understand that your phone can be incredibly powerful against you and for you. So with that being said, what's your night like? Have you got your phone right next to you? Have you got your phone right next to your bed? Do you charge it next to your bed? Well, you're setting yourself up to be able to just grab that quickly. Is your phone right next to you when you're meant to be doing some work? You're setting yourself up to be distracted. So focus on what you're actually doing with your phone. What's the location you're putting it? What resistance can you add in against you wasting time? Sitting down on your phone is never the answer. Whatever, even if you don't know what to do, some sort of action is going to be better than going on your phone. So think about, why is your phone there next to you? Are you using it for a reason? If not, leave it in another room. Don't go on it before bed. Don't keep it next to your bed. Keep it on the other side of your room. I get you need it for the alarm or whatever, but you need to understand the power of your phone. And this is another one, the last meal. If you're bulking or you're eating late, your mind's going to justify a nighttime meal. If you're eating at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, the best thing to do is not to eat within a 2-hour period of going to bed because your food's not digested properly. That might be why you're having a bad sleep. And that's going to make you, even though you can go to sleep on time sometimes, and even though you can have a full night of rest, that food is digesting in your sleep. And it's too much on your stomach, it's not digested properly, so you're going to have a lesser quality of sleep. So if you are eating late, one of the easiest things you can do is just eat a little bit earlier. Cap your meals at 8, 8:30, depending on what time you're going to sleep, but do not eat late because you're going to be digesting it overnight. Now, training and diet. Ask yourself, are you actually training? There is no excuse for a young person not to be doing some form of exercise. I don't care if it's a 30-minute walk every day. You have to exercise. You've got to listen to your primal instincts. When you start training properly, you are going to feel like you've earned the sleep. And plus, your body is going to be in a natural rhythm. How can you expect your ancestors to be exercising, hunting for food, and that's in your DNA, yet you're not even training anymore? You maybe walk to the car, then you go walk to your desk. That's not going to get you a feeling of accomplishment. That's not going to get your body working right. You have to be training all the time, at least 4 or 5 days a week. I mean, really, you want to be doing a little bit of cardio every day, even if it's a 20-minute walk. But when you start exercising, you're going to get in tune and feel in tune with your body. And it can feel awkward when you start if you've not done it yet. But you have to get to the point when you start enjoying it. You have to be training every single day. That goes for everybody, depending on how old you are right now. So I've just turned 25. I see some people around me who are also 25 who've not been looking after themselves, and they look like 40-year-olds, like out of shape. The skin looks bad. They're getting spots. They just feel tired all the time. They've got low energy. That's because their body's not working for them. It's working against them. So you focus on your diet and your exercise, and you're going to be in a better place. And also food. Are you eating loser food? What I call loser food is stuff that is not having any benefit from you, but you're eating it anyway. Look, you can have a little treat now and again. I'm not saying I don't. I do every single week without a shadow of a doubt. You've got to look at what food you're eating and what benefit you're getting out of it. If you know about food, you know about carbohydrates, protein, sugars. Carbohydrates are going to give you energy. So when are you wanting to eat carbohydrates? If you're eating loads of carbs before bed, it's going to be a problem. Are you eating enough protein for your training to go well? Or are you eating sugar late at night that causes a spike in your energy? These are the things that you've got to think about. And then you can actually make a more conscious decision on whether you should eat that at that time. But your food is going to be incredibly important because the more healthy that you are is a life hack for having energy. Now, mental health, this is probably one of your most important factors. And this is something that you are solely responsible for. A massive thing that was causing me to be tired all day, despite all my good habits in check, despite me eating properly, despite me training, despite me sleeping enough, was my mental health. When your mental health is down because of whatever situation that you're in and you're not looking after it, i.e., you're on social media all the time, or you're not working at the things that you know you should be working at, or you're spending too much time watching other people, that's going to take a toll on your mental health. And when your mental health's down, you're going to be operating at a lower energy all the time, even though you've done all the right things. So how can you manipulate your mental health? This is how you need to think about it. Well, you can manipulate it by limiting your time on social media, having a good training schedule, having a good diet of non-processed natural foods, getting in tune with your primal needs, setting targets and actually completing them so you feel like you're making progress through the day. And when you start thinking about your mental health affecting how you are operating through the day, then everything that you decide to do, there's an extra level of decision in that. Because you're thinking, does this add to my mental health problem? Or does this help my mental health? And the final thing is your goals. You need to work on your why. If you're feeling tired all the time, it might be because you're sort of cruising through life without any purpose. You don't know what direction you're going. Well, the best way to get unlimited motivation and energy is to work on your why. If you're cruising through your life and you don't have your goals, you don't have your next moves in step, then where are you expecting your mind to take you? If you've not sat down and actually thought about where are you wanting to go? What are you wanting to do? Who are you doing it for? What type of life do you want to live? What type of people do you want to speak to? How do you want to be with other people? What is your why? When you figure out where you want to go and you start thinking about the action steps that lead to that, you can reverse engineer it, and then that shows you clearly on what you can do. And when you start focusing on that, that's where you're going to get the motivation and energy from. Those are your days you don't really feel like it. Well, you've got this massive goal in your mind. So all of a sudden, that small task of you not wanting to complete because you're too tired, it seems tiny compared to your goal, which you've always got on the top of your mind. So when you really focus on your why and you get your goals in order, you're going to be able to reverse engineer your goals and see actionable steps. And then you've always got something to work towards. There's an epidemic of young men feeling unmotivated, tired, and look, it's hard out here. Everybody's living life on social media. There's a lot of men hate going about. And if you're not working towards something, it's hard to see what direction your life is going. And that is going to put you in that low energy state. It's going to mess with your mental health. But when you get crystal clear on what your why and where you want to go and how you're going to do it, and you start thinking about the steps to get there, that's going to give you the motivation and energy to work towards it. And that's what you're going to be able to rely on those days you're not feeling like it. And that's going to ultimately give you the satisfaction, because when you can work on that and you can make actionable steps and get clear on your goals, when you're doing that every single day, you know that you are being true to your purpose. You're working on your purpose. And this is incredibly important. Most people, most men have no idea where they're going. They're just coasting through life, taking day by day, but that is not the right way. You have to be able to see what you're working towards and feel it and really think about it. Most people have never even taken the time to do that. And when you do that, you've always got it in mind. And you always know, you might not know what to do in that exact moment, but you know the general place that you're going. And you know that some habits and some activities are going to help you get there compared to other ones. So when you really focus on your why and get crystal clear on it, that's where you're going to get the motivation from. Look, guys, subscribe to the channel. We've got new heat coming out on a daily basis at the minute. So make sure you subscribe down below. Drop a like. If you think, let me know what you think about this video. Should I do more like this? Do you want me to do different topics? Drop a comment down below. All the best. Until next time.